No. Where's Mum? You see Mum? We can't go too slow. We've got 2 minutes, one minute to the live stream. Do you see Mum? Do you see Mum? Coffee. Don't want to spill our coffee. Mm. Mm. Oh. And grab Mum's hand first. Wróćcie czekolada for Mama. Wróćcie czekolada za Mama. Za Mam. What?
Za mahino?
Za mahino.
Za mam.
Za mamu.
I thought when you had to say za.
Oh, yeah, we haven't learned that yet, so I have no idea. All right.
We're about to go live. Let's start again.
Yeah, I know. How's that sound? I love it. Oi. Get that up there. Back there. Maybe that means we just have to go sailing. Oh. Oh. All right. Coffee. Oh my God, that is so loud. Morena. Morena Anna. Oh, Anna. Good morning, Ro, from Blair. David Llewellyn, good morning from a sunny Karstala. Yes, and we're in a sunny Marina right now, just a little bit north west, still waking up. Hang on. And this is us here today. All right. How many we got watching? 9. All right, let's go to our main Hanse scene here. Okay, and this is Rokura's first appearance in a live stream. Excellent. David is asking how the weather in Scotland is. Yeah, very good, very good. So look, welcome everyone. Welcome to our 45D Weekly at a new and improved, well, not new and improved, at a different time this week. So thank you for making time to come around. Good morning, great to see you all there from SV Tonic. The boat wives are on as well. Hi, wave. Yeah, good girl. Excellent. Dobre jutro, Michael. All right, and shows hi. All right, brilliant. All right, so welcome to our live stream today. Someone tell me if you can hear how loud that is behind us. It's literally just started on 9 o'clock. So tell me if it's really bad, and if we can do the first part of this at this anchorage, or if we need to move. Anyway, so this is the Hanse 508 on board review walkthrough Q&A 2022 Hanse 508. Welcome, 45 degree sailing, and we're going to run the cutscene now. I freaked out just then. I absolutely freaked out just then that my cutscene was going to end my stream like it did last time. So I just sort of I started pressing buttons. No, it says do nothing. There we go. It's going to be okay. So, oh my gosh, that drove me absolutely mental that day. Okay, so what we've got, not bad background on it. Okay, we've got a number of different cameras here that I'm going to try and run through. All right, we've got Nick Cypher. This is our mobile camera. It's also running our 5G connection. So I tested it out. I tested it again this morning. It's syncing to the computer with the live. It's on the 5G. So I'm just hoping it's going to be all great. And SV Tonic says, waving back, sound is good. There we go. Excellent. Great to have you guys here. All right, not bad. Background only from Anna. You're loud enough over top of it. Haha, yeah, thank you very much. All right, you'll notice that in the top, so I've got that camera there. I've got my at the computer camera if Mahin is cruising around with the, we've got the main scene camera here. I just kind of got everything set up so we can see what we can do. So let's just take a brief walk around the boat right now up top. And I want everyone to just start chucking in the questions and things like that. We've got James Lyons here as well. Good morning from Ireland. I'm holding this up, but this camera's running. My arm's just getting tired. I'm gonna have, this is like, whatever it is. So James, I would love to hear, is there anyone in the audience that owns a Hanse 508? Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. All right, Gavin says noise is fine. Great to have you here. Gavin, AKA, yeah, I know. All right, and Jason Chaffee's over here. 55 Fahrenheit and dark in Minnesota. Insomnia tonight. All right. Well, that's all right, dude. I'm glad you're here. 55 Fahrenheit's like... No, I need someone to convert that for me. I'm not doing that right now. Okay, great. So, Jason, good to have you with us. Sorry you can't sleep, but you better be up nice and early for thing. That's 12 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I bet you're glad about getting here in May. Okay, so the way this is going to work is I'm just going to talk and rabbit on like I always do. And if you guys have questions, as it says up here on the top of the thing, Q&A, post your questions in the comments. All right, I want to know what you guys want to see. If you say, hey, can you open that hatch? Show me what's in there. Do it. All right. There'll be a slight delay on what I get to down here and all that, but I think it'll be fine. Okay. James, that's what I was going for. I just bought what, mate. We've had a brilliant yesterday and overnight, and to be completely honest, this is one of our favorite Hanse models. This is Mahina's favorite Hanse model, period. Okay, so very, very cool. Okay, so yeah, make sure you put those comments in and I'll come around, I'll get to them. This is the whole idea of just being able to dive into this boat remotely from where you guys are. So I'm going to hope the connection stays all good. We're going to jump over to next iPhone. Yeah, that'd be great. I'm just going to finish this.
Did they see you taking baby for coffee?
Oh yeah, did anyone see our pre-show show? I had Mahina start the stream, and I went on the tender over and got coffees. Got a coffee for me and a vruća čokolada for Mahina. And me and Rokura went. It was our first solo dinghy trip ever in the world.
Well, technically it's not solo, it's two of you.
Shush, it's solo. Well, you guys can't hear her quips. Turn your mic on so that when you say stuff to me, they can all hear you. They can also hear singing, but yeah, maybe not turn it on. All right, okay. So I'm heading up here like this. Okay, this is cool. So I'm going to stop looking at Nick. I'm going to start looking at this yacht. So Mahina, you man the thing and just yell. Did you turn your mic on or no? Yeah. You did. Okay, cool. Okay,
turn my microphone on. Uh-oh, now you can hear baby too.
Yeah. See how it goes. If she gets loud, just turn it off. Okay. So this is the Hanse 508. All right. This is her and all her beauty, and we've got a 4-cabin, 4-bathroom layout on board here, and it's a really nice shape. It's a really nice size. I've got some drone footage to show you guys. I was going to do that first. I've got some numbers from yesterday from sailing, and it's just so up to the bow. On, it's a top cap. Liftable and retractable, as a lot of the Hanses do these days. Not locker, we'll get into that in a little bit if anyone asks about it. Looking back on the boat, here she is. So the 508's got the 508 and the 548, see how they've got a depression into here like this. This makes way for having large cushions up here, though on the 548, when you've got those cushions up, they kind of slip between the self-tacker. So if you've got the cushions up here, the sail is, it's not great sailing with them up. I usually take them off to sail, or I fold them and strap them more here. But the under boom cushions that are being ordered for this boat, and they're on their way, they're going to drop into this recess as well, and they come to about here, just over the first two hatches, and that's a great place to lounge around. This model is the inmast furler. So we've got the inmast furling main on here. Selden rig and gear, I think. Well, Selden gear, is it Selden spars? Yep, Selden spars. There she is. All right, inmast furler. This yacht brought to you by MK Yacht Explorer. Thank you very much for agreeing to this one. This is not this video now. This review, this walkthrough. This is not a paid walkthrough.
Promotion.
I'm going to be completely honest about the boat, and always we did get hired to do the photo shoot for this boat. So I've been out taking photos, and as part of it, I said, hey, let's do an online, let's do a live review. So all right, so we've got the Furlex. We will see. There's actually a really nice breeze. I'm hoping we can go for a sail on this live stream because that would be a lot of fun. But this has got the vertical pockets in the mainsail for vertical battens and battened jib. The battens are not in there at the moment, so I'll be talking to them about that because we're taking this boat on the flotilla. And I want to sail it, and so I want those battens in, so we'll see. Anyway, other features around here, obviously self-tacking jib, midships cleats. These are just a must for me for anything over 45 feet. Yep, we got a question. I'm going to come back down slowly. Now, I'll be completely honest. Oh, that's nice. They've done a rub strip on the top of the bimini. Oh, good, because often people let the boom sit down a bit low, then it wears through. At least this way it's sacrificial. Nice big windows as well for looking up at the mast. What's our question, babe?
Lee says no self-taking jib. Can you have a genoa? And someone else has just briefly said voices dropping occasionally.
Okay, we might be losing the reception as I get further up. No self-tacking jib. There is a self-tacking jib.
Oh no, self-taking jib.
Oh no, self-tacking jib. Well, I tell you what. When I first started sailing self-tackers, and I got to here, I was like, I hate these things. They're so stupid and you can't trim them and all these sorts of things. I sailed up here with 2 parents-in-law and a baby in 25 knots yesterday, and it was so easy. And I sailed upwind the whole way and it was brilliant. So I understand the aversion to self-tacking jibs, and I have been completely sold on the way Hanse have done it. If you look here, the mast is a long way back. So they stepped it back a little bit in the design about 4 years ago, and made the jib quite big. So it's quite a big jib. Now, my ideal setup on these boats, and you can do this with the 508, is have your jib now lapping 140% Genoa mounted on a further bowsprit on a second forestay on the mast, because then you got that versatility to cruise around. It's just all right. David Llewellyn's got a comment about the self-tacking jib. What's that, babe?
He says self-tacking jib is great. Means she'll be slower when we race against her.
So does Mahina know when she puts these up she can hit here so they can show?
No, I didn't know that.
So she's learning all about this like that. Voices dropping occasionally. And what's this one? For Croatia. Whoops. What does it say? Can you read that?
I don't have my microphone.
That's right. Can you just read it to me?
For Croatia, self-tack is convenient indeed.
Yeah, it really is. We've got a lot of narrow passages to sail up, which I really enjoy. So it's a lot of fun. Anyway, let's get down to the cockpit here, and I'm just going to jump into the driver's seat again. Now that I've done a bit of that, and I can answer any questions about this stuff. What shall I point this at? I apologize about the shaky stuff. That's kind of what I do. Let's jump onto the camera here. Okay, so yeah, self-tackers are great for that. Really, really, really great. Now, I've got a few clips here from yesterday's sailing because I just had so much fun, actually. So where's my first one here, my little intro. This is my little 508 intro that I set up for you. So this is where we're anchored at the moment, and she's sitting very nicely out here, just enjoying life. All right, there she is in her glory. You see those big windows above the bimini? That great vision. They've increased the size of those, which is great. There she is on the beam. So if you notice on the stern there, she's really shaped up at the back. Now I think this gives her a lot better upwind performance than the newer production boats that are going really, really wide at the back. And it also means that at night she is not slapping and making all that noise that sometimes the 460 does. We had someone out on the 460 just recently, and they said, oh my gosh, that's driving me mental because the back is so flat. And then when you see around the front profile here, she's got a real tapered design like that. Still a flat front, vertically down on the bow, pretty much vertical, but a really, really nice shape. And I think this gives some amazing performance out of the boat. So out of all of the models, this has been our favorite to really sail, because it's in between that size. Let's get rid of that. In between that size, that 50 to 55 feet range, but you're not getting up to 55 where it's getting really beasty and heavy, but still a lot of space on the boat. And we'll go downstairs shortly. Sailing wise, it was a lot of fun. I'll run this one first because this was just cool. This was just us out yesterday. We had, at this point, I had more jib out, and we had about 21 knots on the nose. You can see I had hardly any of the mainsail out, just because it was the first sail for our baby, and I really enjoyed it. But I had hardly any sail out in that sense. So it was a lot of fun, but the boat was just moving. Self-tacking or not, we will still beat you. Mate, we were matched pretty close with David on the 548 in the last flotilla. Wow, I mean, we weren't pushing it. We'll see. We'll see. I do think this is a fast boat, though, relatively. So, look, looking at... No, it's not the one. I'm jumping ahead of the game. This is where we were just out sailing first. I was just really checking things out and understanding what the boat was doing, and it was fun. Now, we've sailed this boat before, absolutely sailed this boat before, but when we started getting into it, we got 7.3, 7.5 upwind, 17 knots at about 58 degrees, 59 degrees, and I wasn't even trying. Like, when I say I wasn't even trying, we're sailing, but look, we got hardly any mainsail out, and we were just pumping, and it was a lot of fun. She was really moving at that 50-degree angle, so we moved away from that again. I said, okay, let's try this out. And I managed to get 7.1 at 42 degrees. And I was like, what? This is crazy. So it really points quite high. So I'm going to be surprised. I'm going to be really interested. Just get the exposure down on that. Which way? Bet that was the wrong way. That was the right way. I'll be really interested to match this versus the Hanse 460 this year, because between the 458 and the 508, they're a very similar shape. They're a very similar boat, bigger and smaller. Whereas the 460 has turned into this big, wide, square-bummed monster, which the space in the cockpit is insane. It's as wide as the 548, but it's 46 feet long. So it would be really interested to see that. So yeah, we really started pushing up, and then I got that 42, 43 degrees, and just trying to work a little bit of that without heeling too much, because I had new baby mama and everything on board for her first sail. Oh, she's falling asleep. She's falling asleep. I'm glad the noise isn't too bad from over there. So really like that. And then when I started trying to push her even higher to the wind, closer to the wind, to pinch a little bit, dropping down still, but holding 6.6 knots and 80 knots wind, it was a lot of fun. Both electric winches down here in the back of the cockpit. It was just so easy to sail. And then we bared away. We wanted to go see the hotel up there, so we bared away onto a reach. I put out the full jib, bared away onto a reach. Still only had this handkerchief of the mainsail out, but she just took off. We're doing 8, and I think I had 8.5, 8.8. Didn't quite hit 9 knots without that main up, but she just turned and went for it. And we'd only dropped down to, I think we're at 80 degrees. I'll have to play that again to see myself. Yeah, 79 degrees on the wind, and it just really moved. It was a lot of fun, really a lot of fun. So the boat's been performing. It's really cool. Now, another reason we wanted to do this is because we're chartering boats this year. Obviously, we're doing bareboat charter for people to want to book yachts here in Croatia, and the search lately has gotten quite slim with people looking for numbers. Not looking for numbers, looking for boats to sail, looking for boats to charter. So this boat has a number of dates left over, and also what's unique about her dates, they were originally going to book, this is why the bookings were down a little bit, they were originally trying to do like Wednesday to Wednesday charters, because everyone has asked, like, right, you know, can we midweek charter, everything like that. So they responded to that and said, okay, we'll do one boat midweek, but then no one booked it. So it's now gone back to Saturday, with the exception of a few weeks that got booked Wednesday to Wednesday. So what this gives you is the opportunity to sail 10 days. They now have 10 days available, so that's quite rare in Croatia. So you can do a 10-day charter on this boat, but we've got dates in there. Anyway, so numbers, yeah, I did some numbers. 455 was my favorite Hanse to date. Yeah, fair enough. I raced the 455s. Maher and I raced the 455s with the Hanse Cup and things. We raced a lot of those in the 458s. They are really brilliant to sail. This one though, for me, it just a bit more space, a lot more moving space around the back here, a lot more space at the winches and the helm stations, and just a little bit more, I mean, a decent amount more weight to carry you upwind. These go upwind a lot better. All right, you seem to like the yacht. I do, I love the yacht. What are the negatives? Yes, let's go. I was just getting to that. You just had to go and ruin my fun, didn't you? All right, so what are the negatives? There's a few. One of the main ones, which is frustratingly so easy to fix. It's just a silly design thing. Okay, let's go over the cockpit here with all my baby's mess running around here. I'll go back to our scene camera. All right. And I'm going to put this up here. Look over that way. Baby's asleep. Oh, can we go see it? I'm going to go see her soon. All right, I'm shooting this way, babe, just so you it. So, one of the negatives. The 508's predecessor had square pedestals. They were a bit bigger, a little bit higher. But the main thing they had over these, they had handles on them. They had grab handles on them, so did the 455. All right, and then they went to, let's make these sleek and sell them to people that are just sitting at dock and don't need grab handles. That really frustrates me, because we were just out sailing, and one of the amazing features about that this yacht can have is these can be hydraulically down tables, meaning you don't have these grab labels, they're just flat. And you need something here to grab on, and people are going to naturally try to grab this, or they'll fall and grab the helm. So that is one thing I think they screwed up in taking away. They're definitely mountable. These are strong enough, but they should just mount them standard. I think it's short-sighted of them for safety, for comfort, for moving, all of this. So that's one thing that I think is really dumb. Now, the other thing, again, this is from 505 to 508, and I think this is about designers, after you please, I think this is about designers going from, let's make it look sleeker all over there. This Dodger, or this spray hood, is amazing. Look how far back it comes. All right, and it gives you an extra bit of shade here, spray protection. It is excellent. And how much window space? All good, all good, all good. But if you look at that, and then look at the bimini, where do you get out? Okay, I'm here at the helm, and if I want to go out here, this is angled in. And as I said, this is a superficial design thing that they can just do a better bimini, like the 505 had. Mount it out on the edges and square it like this, so you have a good passage to go through. Now, getting through here is almost impossible. And imagine if I was heeling any which way, if this is the high side, which is where I want to be going, that's half impossible as well. So then you've got to either come through here or through here, which is stupid.
But
so
looking at it as well, it's also going to be very hard for me to pick up a mooring line.
Yes.
Because I can't go outside it.
Well, yeah, go on.
But then getting in under it is also going to be a bit of a
so
contortion.
Getting out there. So this was a real, like, hey, it's bothering my back. So then if you are picking up a mooring line, you kind of like, that's not that far back. I mean, you can get it. Mahina's done it. But it's
just not easy.
No, it's not easy. Did you turn your mic on?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's not easy. So
it's not easy, and that's coming from me, who is used to doing it.
Yeah. So look, I love how far this comes back. It's beautiful. And it gives you good coverage, good shade. These overlap so the rain stays out. All right, excellent shade, amazing cockpit, all that. But that is not a friendly getting out of the cockpit thing. If you roll this back into sun mode, it's great. Okay, you can just sort of step out there, but yeah, I don't love that. That's a negative about the boat. Now, there's another couple of things. Oh, I better check the comments. Oh, here we go. Missing handles are bad. People tend to reach for the wheel. Yeah, exactly. I tend to reach for the wheel. So, no, that's all good. No more comments on that at the moment. Okay, so now let's look at the helm station on the port side. Oh, actually, I don't know. So I want to know, Hanse, is this now your standard cockpit shower design?
Because it's sexy.
It's by Osculati. It's by Osculati, and it is really, really nice.
You want to get a close-up of that?
Yeah, it's the best cockpit shower unit
I've ever seen.
Mahine has ever seen. Let's do this.
Because I've seen so many boats.
All right, let's look at this. So, one, it's metal and it's stainless. It's lovely. Two, nice action. Feels like a quality product. All right, easy mixer. Three, it's got a rubber gasket that's got a hole for the handle, and it's got a really nice spray, all that sort of stuff.
I could use it one-handed washing off baby this morning.
Yeah, and does it have a lock? No.
No.
No. Okay. So, but that, and then it sits in. Oh, my camera's fallen down. This seems like a basic thing, but if anyone's messed around with those plastic, oh, that fits so nice. If anyone's messed around with those plastic cockpit shower units, where they're hard to put away, and when you put them away, see this groove for the handle? This means it's not going to get pushed on accidentally and leak. Obviously still turn it off, but it's a very straightforward, positive design. So bravo, that brand, which I've forgotten the name of. If they sell them, I'm doing an affiliate. I want them on all the boats. Sexy Evan, I want one on Mila Felice. I want, standard. All right, don't need any. So, cool. Here, cockpit. I'm trying to remember on the 508s if these seats are an option. I'm pretty sure they are. Now, with the 455, you have a lot less space here. It's in like this, and so you're all coved in. I thought I'd miss these seats. I do not. I sat here on a heel yesterday, helming with my feet up here. Amazing. Now, disclaimer, this is supposed to have teak on top here, and the seat over here. Hanse have messed up this order for about a year and a half, and they still haven't sent it. The charter company are waiting to put it on. They still haven't sent it. So that's really, really annoying, but that will have teak on top of it sometime during the season. So, helm station. Standard Hanse setup with single-handed down here at the winches, all right, and line storage here. This is a piece of the design that is kind of like, it comes up and it hits that. So it's not going to hold itself up. It can't go all the way back because of the rear stay. That's okay. You need a bungee to hold it up, but just a little bit annoying. Can't have everything, but a little bit annoying. Gas storage is now in here, which is good. And then line storage for all of your lines coming back down into here.
Lee just commented that they're the same shower on the Garcia and Alua's sailboats.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Lee. So they're the same showers on the Garcia and Alua. That sounds good. Here's that. I'm going to put that up there. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, really, really nice shower. Like, these are the details that are really, they mean something.
But you use them multiple times a day.
Yeah, you just always use them.
Especially in summer.
All right, so that's that. Let's go back to move around camera. We'll move now to the main starboard helm station. Actually, Mahine, could you mobile this for me?
Oh, if I have to.
No, I apologize. You can't see what's on the screen. It's just a thing.
I can.
Oh, well, a bit of a delay.
Not immediately.
Okay, cool. So, I sailed a 508, the last 508 we sailed, a traction from Croatia Yachting, and this unit actually blew apart on us and spilt hydraulic fluid all over us. It was horrible. But Sheldon have updated these.
All over one of our guests.
Yeah, me and Peter. It was anyway. Who's coming on our flotilla in October? Excellent. So this position here, we've got our autopilot over the side. We've got bow thruster and stern thruster controls here, and that. This is the platform to close up the floor for when you're sailing here, of course. All right, emergency pump down here, throttle. So your reversing position is here like this. Mahina, you're a bit down. Yep, reversing position is here like that, and you've got access to all your winches. This is a really nice space. I love it. I think it's brilliant.
Our numbers have just gone up. Is there anyone new who wants to say hello?
Oh, great. So yeah, if you've just arrived to the stream, thank you very much for joining us. We're live here on the 508 in Marina, which is a town just northwest of Trogir, and we're here. I want you to, as it says up, where's my pointer? Up there. It's a Q&A, so post your questions and comment in the comments, and we'll answer them as soon as we can get to them.
Gavin has a couple of questions.
Gavin has one. Let's go show last on this. And so, if how many? I missed one then. Okay, is that an extra fridge in the center stern bench? And if so, how many beers can I fit in there? All right. Oops. Oh my gosh. I'm just a bit of a mess right now. Okay. Yes, it's a fridge. You can fit that many beers in there.
Depends on whether they're bottles or cans, really.
Yeah, bottles or cans, but I don't know, 2 dozen? 2 dozen cans. 18 bottles maybe. And then we turned that on yesterday. It got cold. It's got a dial as well. Barbecue. Electric barbecue. Now, when I first reviewed Simply the Best, Hanse 548 was my first electric barbecue from Hanse Review. And I was dogging it. I was dogging two things: stern thrusters and electric barbecue. And I was like, it's going to be useless. We went out, we cooked chavapi for 8 people. It rips. It's really good. If you're trying to do big steaks on here, a little tough. Okay, it's a little tough because it's a griddle. It's still electric. Gets pretty hot, but you're not going to get your, hey, I really seared this for a minute and a half type thing. But amazing grill for vegetables, chavapi, all this sort of stuff. So that runs off the generator or off we're on shore power, and it's really, really good. And then you've got a outdoor sink set up here as well,
which is super useful if you have like a spill or something in the cockpit.
Yeah, really good. And you fill up water and everything from there.
You've got a comment. You need to take the comment from Gavin off the screen.
Okay, goodbye, Gavin. Thank you for that.
You've also got a comment from Mike Fetterman.
Mike Fetterman says, I used to love Hanse. Now they seem like one of the cheapest of the cheap and lower quality true plastics. Hey, look, fair enough. Okay. Interestingly, I didn't used to love Hanse. I went through stages. Earlier Hanse, I liked the idea, but there was a few things going wrong with the design. And then about 5 years ago, I started really enjoying Hanse, and I thought they built really great boats. I have seen things from Hanse factory come out that I'm really not happy with. But overall, I'd have to say I think the build quality is higher in our stock standard boats, like your Bavarias, you know, Beneteau, you know, in that area. I actually find Hanse's building to a better quality at the moment, especially as far as hull design and equipment on there. We're going to go downstairs and see some of the things we do not like down there as well. But fair enough. I do feel like this boat does it. These boats don't come out smelling like a chemical factory. And I've had that from a number of the other designers recently, that 6-8 months later, it still smells like a chemical factory, whereas I don't find that with the Hanses. So, but I cannot comment too heavily on that.
And they're great for cruising. They're great for chartering there.
Yeah, they're a brilliant boat for cruising around here. And I enjoy racing them. I think they're quite quick. Okay. What's that? You're going to say something?
Just Mum has also made a comment.
Yes, Anna, it fits a few gin and tonics. No room for beers. Very good. Very good. Okay. Negatives. Let's go. Okay. I found this out yesterday. Now, this wasn't a negative until I've seen the new standard models of this come out without a hydraulic lift for the swim platform. Okay. On the previous models that we've sailed, and I think this is due to get one as well, because I've told them, look.
So I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting it in.
There's a hydraulic ram system. This is what this gap's for the hydraulic ram to come down here, so you've got push button for the swim platform. Now, Hanse have been doing this really dumb thing lately. Is they've taken off, they've made things optional, but they don't really have solutions if you don't choose the option. So if they say, hey, the hydraulic thing's optional, take off $2,000, whatever it is. But the solution is not good. They haven't got a proper solution. I'm gonna work on this over the next couple of days and week and during the flotilla, because this system currently is the best the charter company could do in the given time frame. But this is what Hanse does standard for the swim platform. You've got a block on the push pit that pulls it up, and it's quite heavy. So, okay, the reason for it being up here, it can go on the winch. Great, thank you very much. Did I turn these on? Yep. I think this is a dangerous thing in any case, just for people, because they use electric winches badly. Okay, so this is easy now. But look at the angle of pull. The angle of pull here comes up so that you can't actually get that to lock in. So what I did, it was easy enough once I figured it out. I loosened that a bit. I come around this side, excuse me, Mahina, and I can pull it up here like that, and I can lock it in. Okay, that's doable. But that's not a solution. That's not a design feature. That's rubbish.
User-friendly.
It's not user-friendly. It's designed for a hydraulic, so don't make it optional. And if you do, then you've got to put something real in there. So that's a downside that these guys are going to work on and take care of. Not happy with that. Whereas with the hydraulic on it, it's great. Thank you very much, Mahina. Absolutely great. So that pulls that up there, and then you can lock in both sides, and you're free for that one. But yeah, so that is their floor. Now, I'm actually a bit more impressed with the halyards and the clutches they've been fitting lately, because if you've watched any of my previous review of Hanse, especially with fully battened mainsails, traditional mainsails, the halyards slip in the main halyard. You pull up the main halyard, a beautiful set sail, you take it off your one winch, and it eases itself through the clutch. They just weren't putting good enough gear on the clutches. I haven't had an issue with this one. This is an in-mast furler. Can you hold it? Oh, can I hold it? Yeah, I haven't had an issue with this one. But yeah, like I've been really unimpressed in the past, but they've put these gruntier ones up and they've maybe gone to a better line. So it's a little bit better.
We've got another question.
Yep.
James Lyon says, is it good for short-handed sailing?
Here we go. Is it good for short-handed sailing? Well, I tell you what, I'll show you. I think what I'm gonna do now, 36, we're getting through it. I'm gonna go through the downstairs. Yes, it's good for short-handed sailing. I love this boat for short-handed sailing. I sailed it here myself yesterday. I left the marina in 25 knots, 23 knots yesterday on my own, because Mahina had the baby on her and the others were just watching, and I sailed all the way up here on my own. So yes, it is good for single-handed sailing. I love it, and we'll go for a sail very shortly. But let's go downstairs. If there's no other questions up here right now, I'll show you this garage locker while we're here, because this is another good thing, great thing, not so great thing. Massive locker here that fits a lot in it, but there's a lot of services and stuff in it as well. So it's a bit hard to access, but I can certainly fit a lot of stuff in here. The life raft's in here. So I think it's a bad place for the life raft, because you can imagine an emergency trying to get that out. And up here it is not light. So I would say if you're going ocean, your life raft needs to be mounted exteriorly, maybe by the main sheet or something like that. But that's a big locker there. Oh, am I going to hurt myself? No. And cleats down the back are good. They shifted them slightly forward, which I like. All of this. Headroom back here, you can adjust this, of course, but this is nice having the bigger bimini, which comes further back, so the helm is actually shaded. A lot of the boats aren't shaded over the helm. All right. Oh, I've been talking a lot. Do you want to do the downstairs tour?
I don't want to do the downstairs.
You don't want to do the downstairs tour?
This is your job, bro.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Just double check the comments before we go downstairs.
I've got my phone on, so
okay,
I can see comments.
All right, cool. So heading downstairs.
Just be aware. People were saying that when you go further away from your base station, your voice kind of starts to drop out. So
okay, so let's just move this as close to receiving as possible. All right, let's head downstairs.